Right. Sir, as part of question and answers, there are three generic questions. One is on the career growth, what opportunities or which technology can utilize this opportunity, and the second thing, for the guys who are looking for the jobs in ISRO, what are the opportunities available, and third, what is the benefit of learning space technology and applications, and how they can give back to the nation. These are the top three generic questions that's been asked, sir.
Yeah. The first question is what technologies are useful for the space as I have projected. There is physics, there is chemistry, there is engineering, and all branches of engineering have got that is, there is a communication, power electronics, thermal, mechanical, mechanisms, control systems, software. Your subject can be anything, okay, and it is useful in the space because spacecraft is a conglomeration of many subjects. So your in your subject, what best improvement that you can do becomes a research point for you. So if you are expert in a software, onboard software or onboard intelligence, then you can contribute for that. If you are a mechanical expert or a thermal expert or a mechanisms expert or a communication expert, so you can improve do in improving that corresponding. So there is nothing called as space technology as a subject. Space technology is the combinations of all technologies. So you will be a scientist when you become the systems engineer or a particular subsystem developer. Okay. So yeah, if you are interested in the contribution or rather education related to the space technology, how your subject electronics or mechanical or science or physics or chemistry, how the things are there and what improvement you can do. Okay. So that will give you the guideline. And second thing is how the ISRO takes is they advertise. They have got one Indian Institute of Space Technology in Trivandrum. They take the people for that for 4 year, 5 years course, and the all the people who get selected there and then who get trained there will get absorbed in ISRO. And other way is that alone is not sufficient for ISRO, and people who want to join also directly apply with experience of in their subject with experience or fresh candidates also they are taking. If you do well in their examination, they are and then interview will be there. So you can, if you pass the examination and then attend the interview and pass, like any other government organization, you can take it. But now I am telling you, don't. So far, ISRO only was the spacecraft maker or launch maker. Now it is open to the private industries. So your requirement is not only ISRO, it is required by many private industries which are coming up. So look for the private startups also or private industries which are now open to make business with the world. Okay, if you understood this, the scope is much larger now. You can get employed there, and then you may work on some coming up satellites, and you can prove your merit, and you can grow. Have I answered all the three, or anything is missing?
Right, sir. Yes. So you're saying that it is not just restricted to computers, but electronics, electrical, mechanical, everybody has got equal opportunities. Is that right, sir?
Yes, yes.
Right. Sir, there are a couple of students from aeronautical engineering where they're asking, will there be any special opportunities for aerospace engineering?
Definitely. If you are a aerospace engineer, aeronautical is nothing but your aeroplane related which flies in the air. In the aerospace is nothing but what goes, for example, Gaganyaan is being made. Now, Gaganyaan means it goes to the space level and then goes to some other place and then lands. So, your aeroplanes, if it takes 26 hours, let us say, satellite takes around 50 minutes to reach US. Okay. If Gaganyaan is successful and rest of the things are put in place, okay, and what you require is 1 hour to reach US, okay. But before such a thing happens, definitely there are risks, and for initial aeroplanes had risks. This also will have risk and it will mature, but you can achieve such things in coming 10 years. Everything will be stabilized, and spacecrafts, launch vehicles, space labs, space stations, everything is space technology only, not only remote sensing and communication. And the landing there, please don't think it is imagination. There will be colonies. And if somebody has to live on the moon at minus 200 degrees centigrade, okay, what are all the things that you have to produce is a business. If 1,000 people are going in 3 to 4 years, they have to live there. For living there, what are all the things that you have to produce is a research. And it is not imaginary, it is going to be practical.
Thank you very much, sir. So it tells us, and we learn from you that there is business opportunities equally in this space area, and also we learned that we can do the satellites by our own because it is getting privatized, right? So there is a question from one of the student. We just came to know that you are one of the person who can teach small satellites, and you are giving a lot of sessions to the students. But is there an opportunity, like any institutes or organizations, that we can approach to learn about small satellites?
Uh, pre- Presently, there is no specialized one created, but it is not far away. Just to keep looking, institutes are going to come to train qualified BTech students into space engineers, space tech engineers. Okay. Uh, Presently, universities are doing. Several universities are having research centers wherein students from different disciplines are getting trained in order to make a satellite or make a rocket. And some of them have already made a saleable product which the foreign countries have purchased. Okay, so now that is join at the beginning, then you will gain maximum.
Thank you, sir. And as you were saying that there will be applications rolled out, notifications will be sent for the job opportunities in ISRO, and I guess it will have all the criterias like percentage, age limit, etc. But do the reservations apply as well while getting into ISRO, sir?
I am not quite aware, uh, but for all government, some reservations will be there. But I don't think ISRO it is. Uh, you have to check up with ISRO's site; it is available. But definitely, capability and intelligence and performance will be the criteria. Especially, they have to pass through interview also.
Right, right. Okay, thank you, sir. And I'm sure after we having the internet, right, Google will have a lot of videos, PDFs, information, knowledge. But from your standpoint, out of your experience and knowledge, do we have some kind of, Wikipedia kind of thing, or a specific book where the kids from maybe fourth or fifth can start learning about satellites, or understand about the space technology, like how you have presented just now? What are the variants we have, etc. Is there anything available, sir?
Uh, about space, it is like everybody knows that there is a satellite up there. It is doing a lot of things. Otherwise, they will not get Wi-Fi or they will not get communication. Their mobile will not work. Everybody knows that for the last 25 years. But many more things are that are happening, like your Ola cars or your Uber. They will not get the images unless a satellite is supplying. Okay, so this is known to everybody, and even to the child also knows. But studying is about the space. It only gives interest in the direction, so that they apply their knowledge for making the systems in the space if they pursue directly. But otherwise, about space, about satellites, about launch vehicles, their failures, okay, all things are now known to everybody up to the student level.
Thank you very much, sir. So, team, does anyone have got any questions? Please raise your hand. We've got only 5 minutes left.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Why are we only having ideas on space? Why not underground or something else? That
Um,
because we have only known 10% of our planet, and we are just searching in space.
we are not searching in space. We are searching for betterment on this 10% here.
Sir, already we have so much to live, right, sir? Why are we
Yeah.
trying to go for better?
Uh, Actually, go for better only is one of the areas is space. If you don't know what is happening in the forest, how can you know what is happening in the sea? How the wave is coming to your shore and then kill many people? If you don't know, then we are at loss. No, so space is helping you by telling in advance that
But
these are
sir,
things. If that is not there, then damages are more. Okay, so on the ground you should build. On the ground you have to build. On the ground you have to use that land area properly. And without proper planning, whatever space gives inputs, if you don't protect the lower lying areas, when rain comes heavily, and if you are not planned properly, inundation is a must. It will happen. So space is not an alternative; it is a helping hand for the ground.
okay, sir.
Thank you very
Sir,
much, sir.
how can we encourage people to learn?
Uh, Team, there are
To
a lot of noise at the background. I request everyone to go on mute. So the session is going to end in 2 to 3 minutes, and any questions you can put that in the group chat. We will take that offline. So, sir, thank you very much for your time. Sharing the knowledge and experience. Sirisha Garu, can you please go on mute? We will address it later. We are going to give the vote of thanks.
Uh,
We
okay,
will
sir,
answer it
but
offline, team.
small
We
doubt
will answer it offline to
about
you.
the,
We will answer it
at
offline,
all
please.
engineering students. Okay,
May I
sir. Okay,
request?
then
May I
I'm leaving
request
it.
everyone to go on mute, please? Uh, Sir, am I audible, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. So, sir, a word of thanks to you. Thank you very much for your time, sharing your knowledge, experience to all the students. As I said, there are two schools who has presented that on the, presentation mode. About 70 to 90 kids are actually watching this live video. And this session is also recorded, so we will share it across. So, sir, if at any chance you have 1 more hour sometime, maybe in the coming months, we will organize one more session so that you can give more inputs to the students out here. And there are a lot of question and answers flowing up in the WhatsApp group. I will share it offline, whichever is relevant. So please take some time, whenever it is possible. And just to say, to everyone on this call, sir, after his retirement, you know he has done a lot of service to the nation and also to the students, being the director and also the secretary and also the faculty. So he's been engaged in a lot of activities, to help the students and to serve the nation. But on top of that, he actually encourages the Hinduism, and he's well versed in Veda. So he teaches the devotional classes as well. I'm part of that class. I'm really glad to know about sir. And the moment we asked, can we address this to the students in India, he accepted to share his knowledge and experience. So, sir, once again, thank you very much for this 1 hour session, sir. We look forward for more inputs and guidance from you, sir. Om Namo Narayanaya.
No, no, no. Thank you very much.
Excuse me,
Thanks.
sir.
Have a nice day.